Did you experience, as a businessman, conservative policies financially? Did they help you? Is that kind of how you reached success?
We built the whole company on conservative values. That's what I'm saying. The conservative ideology has two of the most critical attributes: truth and God. Truth and If you run your life on principles and you're truthful and factual, and you have win-win mutual respect, and you're thoughtful and you're considerate, you're going to win.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and I just had some really good pizza. Here, let me give you the secret recipe. You see, pizza can never taste good without these key Papa John's ingredients. Let me see here. We've got cheese, pepperoni. Okay, skip. Oh, here we are. Secret ingredients that every pizza must have: bigotry, hatred, racism, psychotic fundamentalist religious insanity, and far-right political extremism. Yum, yum.
Losing customers. I think the traffic count's less than it was when I was there 6 years ago. Over 40% of the stores are losing money.
Wow.
We won ASCI, the highest quality in the pizza category, 18 out of 19 years. They now are down with Little Caesars. So the thing has really got away from them.
I hate Little Caesars, so that's tough.
But I guess so many people I love that are franchisees, and they really did well during COVID. But they've lost their way.
That makes sense,
and, if you don't have that quality, you don't have that service, and you don't have that culture, you're asking for, a bad day at the office.
And isn't it sick where the Republicans pick their media darlings? When the Papa John's guy got roasted for constantly using the N-word, the Republicans just had to sign him to a max contract as an ambassador of their hate brigade.
Allegations appeared publicly in a July 2018 Forbes report that he used a racial slur during that call.
The face of Papa John's Pizza is changing.
Now to that breaking news overnight, Papa John's founder resigning as chairman of the board for the pizza chain.
Papa John's shares fell nearly 5%.
Schnatter's words were latched onto by hate groups online. The neo-Nazi site, the Daily Stormer, dubbing Papa John's the official pizza of the alt-right.
I mean, what better person to represent the modern Republican Party than an insane member of the Christian Taliban, a lifelong persistent racist, and a darling of the neo-Nazis? Just take a look at the roster of right-wing ambassadors. We've got this idiot pizza guy, the moron MyPillow Guy, and the leaders of every violent domestic terrorist group known to the FBI, and they couldn't be happier with these people's support. In fact, their insane CPAC conference is chock full of these people and all of their candidates happily endorsing and praising one another. And while they all praise their Bronze Age insanity, bigotry, hatred, love of fascism, they spend equal time bashing common sense, science, and the United States Constitution. They all want to overturn elections on their own whim. Of course, they are the only ones who should be entrusted with the power of choosing elected officials. They all deny or have denied COVID-19. They all wish our government would have been overthrown on January the 6th, and they all want to turn our country into a third world perverted theocracy where they act as both high priest and king. And by some inexplicable reason, these people are given mainstream attention. It's 100% the fault of the Republican Party. They courted these extremists because they saw them as their only hope for stealing power, and stealing power is the only thing that matters to them. Hate groups are now the most desirable demographic in Republican politics. All of these shameless politicians like Marge the Trainwreck Green, Matt the Pedophile Gates, and the whole Treason Caucus trip over each other, trying to gain the love and admiration of the mentally disturbed. People like the neo-Nazi failed pizza guy or the figureheads these politicians would love to have endorsed them. They will waste loads of our public tax dollars to catch a first-class jet to meet up with the pizza man at the KKK convention to get in some selfies they can use as campaign ads. It's pathetic, but it's disturbing also. It's disturbing that this plunge into insanity hasn't lost even 1% of Republican support. Nobody should be voting Republican this November. Nobody. It's literally a vote against our own country, our own democracy, and on top of that, it's a vote against basic human decency. When the psycho pizza guy is a leader of your movement, it should be a sign things are very, very wrong, and that is a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.